It's October 16, 2021. So in here I got a call from this fellow plumber around my area. Well, he's a couple of towns over, and he's been having problems with his oil burner. I guess there was a bunch of guys that went over there and tried to work on it. No one could figure out why it's tripping out. It runs for a couple of weeks, a month, and it trips out. So I went over there probably a month ago, and I put a new nozzle in there, readjusted the oil, readjusted the electrodes, and checked it, and it was firing up fine and everything. He's got a big outside tank over there, and he's got a tiger loop added to it. And the guy didn't leave no tags or what he did. I believe he said he changed the pump over there. The other guy changed the pump. And, well, I'm going back over there and see if I could get into it a little bit deeper. Usually I just make adjustments on them and they're fine, but I guess it's an ongoing issue over there, and the guy wants to get it resolved for the winter, and I told him we got to take one step at a time here. So sometimes these can be tricky, especially if they run for a month or 2 weeks and then trip out, right? But he's got a tiger loop over there, and I asked him if the guy put the bypass plug in the pump. He said he asked him that, and the guy said he did. So I'm not sure if the plugs. I might have to take the pump apart and look and see if the bypass plug's in there to make the tiger loop work properly. Could be the controls bad, the one of them electronic transformers. I mean, it's not always easy when they run for a month type of thing. So he just wants it. We're gonna go over there and see, make a decision on what we're gonna do next. Miss Mahalo, you love Daddy. I know you love Daddy. Yeah, I know you love Daddy. Miss Mahalo. Miss Mahalo. So it won't fire.
Hey, watch this. What it does.
Fired that time.
Come on, man.
Alright, we'll see if we can figure out what's going on with it. So what was it? I could smell the oil in there.
Can you? Yeah.
Yeah, can you smell it?
Yeah.
So it's been dumping, either it's not sparking or this, yeah, I'm thinking that because this thing's full of oil,
yeah,
he might not have put the bypass plug in.
Oh.
We're going to check all that.
Okay.
I want to check all these lines, make sure they're in the right way, because he might be using this as a one pipe. When this runs, you should see oil coming in here.
Well, at first it was up there like here, Steve. And then,
let's try it again. When this thing runs, you should see oil.
Oh, okay.
So you should, because this thing's supposed to be circulating through here and then just pulling what it needs from the tank. I don't see any circulation.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
See, there's no circulation in this.
Right.
So something might be wrong with that.
I mean that's brand new too. I mean, I know brand new shit breaks, but.
All right. So I was here actually a month ago.
Was it? Yeah.
Reset electrodes, burner head, purged. Clean burner head, pump reset, running smooth. Alright, let's try that. I'm gonna check that.
Okay.
This flipping monster. Holy shit. I got oil in the tank. He's got a 2-pipe and he converted it over to a 1. So boiler replacements?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I've been trying to get some of them myself.
Have you, yeah.
Oh, that's where the money is, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
I do it if they need it. I don't really kind of push it. No, I don't really try to oversell shit.
Right.
Alright, so we're coming in here. Yeah, this is the supply, and then that's the return.
There's got to be some boilers that people want you to fix that you just like, you need a new, you know what I mean? I run across that all the time.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Hopefully he hooked this up the right way, the supply and return. And he changed the pump, you said, right?
He did, yeah. Yeah, that was it was a pump.
You said he changed the pump.
He did change the pump, I know that for sure, yeah.
And he said that you asked him about the bypass plug.
I did, yeah.
And he said he put it in.
Yep.
We'll find out right now. I bet you it's not in there.
So would that cause that to fill up to the bypass wasn't in there, or?
Well, it's not going to work.
Not gonna work. Okay. So that tiger loop in the pool, that's a whole new separate problem.
The tiger loop acts like a two-pipe system.
Yeah.
One pipe from the tank. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So actually, it's really good for an outside tank that's cold oil like that, because you're doing is you're just pulling what you need from the tank, and the rest is being worked in the tiger loop, right? So the two pipe works through the tiger loop, and then the one pipe's pulling from the tank, and it's not. Well, before with the two pipe, you were circulating the cold oil, a lot of oil was circulating. Now you're not really circulating a lot of oil because you're just pulling what you need for it to run. And it's heating it up in the meantime because it's cold oil because that's an outside tank, right?
Yeah.
So actually, it's a real good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you get crazy vacuum pulled from this thing too, from the tiger loop. Usually you pull like 7 inches with a pump like this.
Uh-huh.
I think we'll pull probably 13 with a tiger loop. So that's a lot better. Alright, what do we got here? Let's see. Yeah, I had a couple of boilers. One I had to change was high CO levels. Guy selling the house wants me to go over there and give it his blessing, give it my blessing. Well, it's got to be right, you know?
Absolutely.
It's ain't worth somebody dying over.
Right.
You got the burner off up there, yeah.
Yeah, you've been busy too. I watched a couple of your videos.
Yeah, I'm always busy. I bet you there's no bypass plug in there.
Well, I hope that's what it is.
Yeah, me too. Well, it's in there. It's got it in there. I know there's 2 lines here going outside. You don't know which one is what.
No, but when I pulled that bulkhead out of the oil tank, I mean those 2 pipes.
They go all the way down, both of them?
Both of them go all the way down. I mean, it's within an inch of each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I put 125 pounds of air in the line when I thought it was a leak in the line, and it holds air. I mean, there's no leak in that line.
So there's a plug in there. Kind of crazy. Well, you gotta check shit, right?
Yeah.
It definitely smells like a. When we started it, I could smell the oil, so that's telling me it's not getting spark.
So maybe an intermittent spark. It's sparking sometimes and not at other times.
Or it's not getting fuel, or it's not getting something, because there was fuel in there. Because when it started up, I could smell it. So in other words, it might have been trying to run,
yeah,
and that transformer wasn't sparking, dumping oil in there.
Yeah.
It's probably this transformer that's bad.
Okay.
Well, we do have the bypass plug in there, but you know what's got me kind of weirded out? Let me see what he's on here. Inlet and outlet. There's the outlet. I don't see the movement inside the tiger loop, which gets me kind of making me wonder here.
Well, I mean, maybe probably because it's full, right? If it wasn't full, you'd maybe see movement.
It should be going in. We're gonna dump some. We're gonna dump some out on there.
All right.
We're gonna change that filter. Check that filter. Unless he's got a bad pump there. I mean, that's possible. Before, when you seen that tiger loop, was it full like that?
When it was first put in, no, it was not.
It was not full.
No.
I bet it's that transformer that's junk. They're known to work and then not work. But we're gonna check a couple other things too.
I mean, trial and error is the only way to determine that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
That's crazy.
Alright, so we get the supply coming in here. Electronic. We'll dump some more out of that tiger loop and we'll see if we could get it to work better. So before, when you hit it, it didn't fire up.
No. No, it just did. Well, no. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could. It tried to fire and it just cuts out right away.
Yeah. You didn't smell no fumes or nothing like that, right?
I did not know.
Why did you put the tiger loop in? Because you were having problems with pulling oil?
Just trying everything. I mean, this problem's been ongoing, and like I said, the other guy was, recommended replacing this, replacing that, and put the tiger loop in, and it just keeps happening.
Well, as far as you know, the only thing he really did was change this pump. Correct?
Yeah, I mean, he might have changed that control. I don't remember. Like I said,
that's why I like to leave a tag. So
I can't get a hold of him.
We like to leave a tag so we can look back and see
what it was.
What they did at what time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, a lot of people don't care anymore. And it's obvious by when he stops answering the phone.
Stop answering the phone.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. That's one way to get a. It looks clean. Definitely does look full, huh? For sure. Where'd you get the tiger loop?
Supplyhouse.com.
I buy a lot of shit off them guys.
Too.
Most of my shit I get there.
Do you? Yeah.
You? It's cheaper.
I know it is, yeah. I mean, obviously.
I get it within a day, 2 days I got it.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, they got their own brand, their Bluefin.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's not the greatest, but...
Yeah. I haven't had any problems with it. Oh, yeah, problems with it stuff?
No, actually, I've been using them guys. I've been buying a bunch of shit. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
I try to look around for the best price.
Yeah.
Why not? How far down is that, them lines going into the tank? Like, are they way down or?
No, about a foot down.
A foot off the bottom?
You mean on the ground?
No, them lines that go into the tank.
Yeah, they go into the top of the tank.
Yeah, but how far down into the tank do they go? Like a foot off the bottom of the tank?
I mean, at the most, or maybe even closer than that.
Alright, we're dumping some oil out of this thing. We should see it when we run it with, we should see it circulating in there. Okay, I dump the oil out and we'll see. It's kind of weird, but usually I don't see them full like that. The tiger loops.
Yeah, no, they're not supposed to be full like that.
Nope. So you've been trying to get more boiler replacements?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't advertise. It's word of mouth. Whatever people call it.
Okay.
It's definitely my favorite thing to do.
It is?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're coming out of here. Coming out of here into the suction. You don't do oil, just gas.
I mean, not mainly, no. I mean, you know, enough you get it going again, and I mean, I don't do cleanouts or anything. But
how old is this tiger loop? It's not that old, is it?
2 months.
2 months, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna open this up. Put this back together here. We'll try it. We should see the oil, you know, circulating in there. We can hook back up. So both lines go into the tank the same amount, in other words. See, a lot of times the return won't go in all the way. It just dumps in the top of the tank, you know?
Yep. No.
Was there any check valves or just copper pipe going down there?
It's black pipe, 1/2 inch black.
Oh, 1/2 inch black. Was there a check valve on the bottom?
No.
No check valve. I think I might have checked this, but I'm not 100% sure if I did. If we did check the electrical connections here on this thing.
Yeah, you did last time. Yeah.
Did I check it?
You did, yes.
I would say this transformer is probably what our issue is. It could be firing sometimes and sometimes not. I mean, it's very common. Got a plug here. See, this is only a 15-second control. Some of the other ones you could set for 70. You could set them for 45 seconds, which gives you a lot longer ignition trial time. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because sometimes 15 seconds isn't a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. Let's hit that switch.
Okay.
See the air?
Yep.
That's what it's supposed to look like, but you know, coming up a little bit. It's not supposed to be full like it was. Yeah, that's what it does right there. Yeah, it might have a bad solenoid there. Oh, don't forget this
Air in the pump.
No, it's not pumping. It's a bad pump. That a bitch. It's not pumping. I hit the switch. We have to check the motor to pump coupling, and let's make sure it's good, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we're smelling oil. The thing it's not pumping oil. Looks okay. Let's put a different pump in there and try it. We get a different pump.
Okay.
Wouldn't be dumping oil in there. You wouldn't get that oil smell.
Okay.
Now, if the spark's bad or the pump is bad, you'll get that oil smell because it's spittering, sputtering, or it's running and it's not igniting.
Yep.
So that tells me that the control is probably fine. So actually, it's good for outside oil tanks.
Yep.
Because it heats the oil up. You know, before with the two-pipe system, you had cold oil, a lot of cold oil circulating through the system because it was coming in and going out, which would have been an automatic bleed also.
And it also helps with if you have an air issue, correct?
Yep, supposedly. Turn this on. We did check the filter was fine. I gotta put the coupler back in the pump. Yeah, it'd be nice to get this straightened out for you, huh?
Very appreciative.
So you're redoing the siding and the deck, and are you just finishing it?
Yeah, just finishing it up, yeah. A month we'll be all set with the outside. Just did the roof over. Just had to rip the wood off, put new wood too.
Yeah, I got some work to do on my house. I mean, I rebuilt it 40 years ago, but it's, yeah, it's 40 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah, your money's worth out of that stuff.
Yeah, I've been there since I've been 17.
Oh, no kidding. Family home, huh?
57 now. That's a flipping run and a half, no?
Absolutely.
Probably should have got something better, but well. I guess I'm problem is I got my business there, you know, and it's not easy just to pack up. I mean, I got
right.
Huh?
That's it, up and move, yeah, absolutely.
Especially when I got the big garage and my business is located there. And
yeah.
Alright. Pain in the ass. So you see how big this is here? That's a 2-stage. The other one's only single stage. See the difference? Alright, when we fire it, this should start circulating in there and stay circulating in there. Go ahead, hit it. Got the circulation there, see it? You see it?
Yep.
That's what we want.
Okay.
Fire. Turn it off. Go ahead. After delay oil, that should start coming out. It should be squirting out. Look like we're getting any juice to that getting juice there now. Alright, shut it off. So I was getting juice to this and then shutting off and then getting juice to it and shutting off.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna tie it in with the pump for now and try it. Yeah, the mass safe thing, I mean, you can get a ton of work. Why don't we shut the power off?
Yeah, I do a lot with the mass save.
Get a ton of stuff from them guys, huh?
Yeah, I mean, with the $2,400 rebates and the $2,750 and 0% selling year loans.
Mass save. Nothing but quality.
That's totally different, huh?
Definitely, totally different.
Now, what's the only difference between that? Is it a 45-second delay or?
Oh, I could adjust this other one.
Oh, you can, okay.
Which is what we want, right? Limit. A lot of wires there.
Yeah, there is, huh?
Shitload. I'm gonna put a jumper on TT there. How'd you get hooked up with Mass Save?
I don't know. I contacted them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got to take AC check classes. They don't offer any qualifications for gas heating and everything, but the AC they do. So you got to do every couple of years. You got to do an AC check classes with them.
Alright, let's turn on the power and let's see what we got here. Limit open. Limit open. Limit closed. Limit open. Wow, it's the fucking control guy. See it? TT?
Yeah.
Unless this is not. It says limit open. TT closed, limit open. It's not getting anything from the limit. See, limit open.
Yeah, that's exactly the noise it was always.
It's the fucking limit, guy. It's the high limit on the board. It's up here. It's the control. That's why I was losing power. That's why I was losing power on the. Alright, shut it off. Let me go get my meter.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. So I can get. I mean, at least we're getting to the bottom of it here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it could be the burner control. Anything's possible. I'll start changing shit until I check it. Enough changing already. Oh, I gotta figure this fucking shit out.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's not always easy.
No, it's not, especially when it comes to the electrical.
So I'm gonna put this stake on there so I can put my meter, hook my meter to it, right? Just temporarily. Pain in the ass. Alright, we'll be able to grab that there. I'll go easy on you with the labor because I know it's a problem.
No, Steve, please don't worry about it, man. I appreciate you coming out here and sticking with it.
The other guy just walked away from you.
Yeah, stop answering my
See, the problem is, I mean, it wasn't showing up, right?
Yeah.
Like before. It ran for a month, right?
Yeah, I mean, all intermittent times, but yeah, yep, that's what kept happening. So, I mean, he kept telling, oh, it's 100%. This is what it is. This is what it is. And
yeah, never mind that 100% shit.
Yeah, right.
All right, so we'll be able to see what it's doing here. All right, we'll be able to watch this. We got the power there. All right, go ahead and turn it on. All right, we got the 110 going in there. See it?
Yep.
And it's going to be on a delay. It's on standby. Call for heat. Unless it was a bad connection there on that, good now. Shut it off. Try it again. Again, 120 there. I mean, it's possible that that control's fucked up. It might have been a bad connection there on a wire. But with this thing, it tells you what it does. This type of control will tell you if you lost power or whatnot, right?
Okay, yeah.
It might have been a bad connection right on that wire. What I'm gonna do is do you have stuff where you can hook up to this if you had to?
I do.
All right. Shut it off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the stake on there.
All right.
See that little stake on that I put on there? Yes. So you could hook something like this up to it.
Okay.
And then you just have to ground this.
Okay.
And then you can see if you're getting 110.
Alright.
If it starts sputtering like that again, well, you'll be able to read it what it says right here on this control.
Okay.
Turn it on again. Because it was saying losing power, remember?
Yep, yep.
The other thing it might be too is this TT coming from that controller. If it's fucked up or loose, it's not giving us a good connection.
Yeah.
Tight there. I think I tried tightening all these up last time I was here, didn't I?
I'm not sure. I don't think you opened that limit control.
All right, let's shut it down for 1 minute. I want to check one thing.
All right.
One thing I want to check is this right here. That seems tight. We got the power off. I want to make sure everything's tight. That's the. Well, that ground was loose right there, guy. See that ground?
Yep.
It was loose. That might have been what the issue was. We were losing it with the ground, the 110.
Okay. Little vibration was...
Well, fucking was loose.
Yeah.
Let's check this when we get the power off. I don't want to get nothing zapped. Alright, let's turn it on again.
Okay.
Call for heat. Yeah, you can see the tiger look, you can see the stuff moving in there, and it's like halfway.
Yep.
That's what we want. We don't want it full all like that.
Yeah, that's how it started off when it was first put in.
I think I could set this one for 45 seconds, which is better. I could just swap with you. Or you want me to put the other one back?
No.
The other one's actually better, just two stage. So I won't charge you for it. I'll just take this one for this one. We'll
I mean, the 2 stage is more expensive than the single stage, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's actually better.
This one, yeah.
No, because it's used. I mean, so this one's used too, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rape you over the coals here because I know there's some problems, and I'm not like that.
I appreciate it, Steve.
I'm not an asshole when it comes to this, especially when there's a problem job. I mean, I work with the people, you know?
Right.
You have to.
Yeah.
Sure sounded like a pump problem to me.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, I'm kind of glad that it showed its ugly face. Can you imagine? I mean, the thing runs good for a month and then starts acting up and no one's around to check it. How could you figure it out? I mean, it could be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Until you're back 1,000 times trying to figure it out.
Right. Like I said, I know enough to get myself in trouble, and, you know, just couldn't figure it out.
So I'm going to leave that connector on there, but you have to be careful because you don't want to arc it or you want me to take it off. I better off. Can we take it out?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We'll take it out. Do you have connectors like that?
I don't, but I can pick one up.
The stack-ons?
Yeah, so if this does again, you
I'll
want me
leave it on top of the boiler.
Okay, all right. And you want me to just test for 120?
Well, if it starts acting out and it's showing here that losing power,
yeah.
right? Losing power from the limit, then you got to check burner, burner and neutral, which you can go to hit or neutral, and to see if we're losing it there. It might be in this connect. It might be in these wires.
Oh, okay.
But you have to check shit.
Right.
That's tight. All right, try it again. I would definitely. We'll save this. We'll save the other control. No, but let's leave that one in there because that'll give you a reading on what it did.
Right.
Then it'll tell you if something happened.
Yeah. You put that on a 45-second.
Right. Yeah. I'm on it. View history, yes or no, and then you could go up or down. Yes. CAD cell. Ignition time. Burner cycle 17. Running ohms. I wonder if this one can be a 45-second. I'm not sure if it can or not. Firing up nice.
Yeah.
See this here in how it's moving inside there?
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be full.
Right.
It shouldn't be full. Never.
Yep.
Now what's happening is, this is working right now as a 2-pipe.
Yep.
And then as it needs oil, it's pulling what it needs from here. So this is going to heat the oil up, right? And then the cold oil will come in here and get mixed, and it's good because you don't want that cold oil.
Right.
Look at this, we might have got it right. Two-pipe, set up 2-pipe. Yeah, what's good about this controller is it'll tell you what it's doing. If you lose power, you can go back into history.
Yep.
The other one, not so much. So I think it's a good idea to leave that one in there.
Absolutely.
So we got some kind of feel for what's going on with it. Kind of like a little computer, you know? Replace oil pump, replace protector relay, loose wire on main control. So we're going to stay with that protector relay because that gives us information. It's a better one.
Yep.
This tiger loop seems to be working a lot better with that other pump in it. We should be off on. Yeah, we got power coming in. Unless we're off on limit. We're gonna be off on limit. Yeah. Yeah, we're off on limit. We're off on limit 180.
Yep.
Circulator's still running. It's off on limit, okay? Oh. Just went out on us again, guy. Oh, you got a delay maybe. Nope. Off again.
Yeah, this is what it was doing.
All right, we're gonna check it. Same shit.
Yeah.
Hear it? All right, let's see if we're getting 110. Should be able to do it here and here. Yeah, we got 110.
Why did it just? Oh.
I lost it. I lost it there.
Oh.
Now it's coming back 90, 94, 115. Look at that shit.
What the fuck?
Watch. Can you see that? I'm 104, 119. Now I drop down to 80 something. Yeah, we're losing it somehow. All right, so the next thing to do is jump out the TT. Need to go turn up all the zones. Turn up all the zones. Either we're losing it on the TT or we're losing it on the control. There's TTXX right here. They're loose. Loose. The XX was loose, the thermostat wire was loose going to that XX here.
Yeah.
Was loose. I mean, that's what pulls in the TT, right?
Yeah.
It's either that, it's either this thing, or it's the controls bad. Everything's tight. Your priority's off. You don't have no storage tank, or you do?
I do, yeah.
You don't want it on priority?
It's not on priority?
No.
I always thought it was.
You want the switch on?
Yeah.
Alright, so now nothing's gonna run until that.
Right.
Now, once that heats up. Yeah, but XX right here. So it's either this XX, right? Or it's that control that's bad. Yeah. We're losing it. Because I had my meter right on it and I was seeing it drop.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be this, which was loose, so let's give it a little time. What a bitch, huh? And I was right on there. You could actually go right on there with your meter because there's a little metal on the bottom where you could go right on it and check it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I got the TT jumped out there. We'll try it again. All right, turn it back on.
Okay.
I got 115, 120 coming in good now here, and so it's on a delay. 120. It should fire and stay on. She's staying on at 120. Oh, I just lost it. See, when I take this off, I lose it?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. As soon as I take that off, it shuts off.
The fuck?
Shut it off. I'm gonna check the wires in here. I think it might have been in this wire that disconnected it. Wire.
Yeah.
I ran a new wire down. I think we were losing it in that wire.
Well, I mean, it seems to be an electrical, so I thought it was a burner.
Shut it down and we'll restart it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off my jumper here off the TT. Go ahead. Yeah, it seems to be running good now, but what got me was when I jumped out the burner and the neutral with my meter, it would stay on, right? And then when I took it off, it would shut off. So that's why I figured it might be in this wiring. Weird. Anything electrical can give you problems. Before it was like spittering and sputtering after a little while, but it seems to be okay now. Can you see how this is working better now?
Yep.
You see how you can see the flow?
Yep.
Now when you run out of oil and then you run this, there'll be air. You'll see air.
Yep.
It eliminates the air.
Yep.
I don't know why that other one was full. So we're staying with this control because you like the reading on it. Hopefully that takes care of it. So if it acts up again, you know what to check for, right?
Yes. Yep.
You got a meter and whatnot?
Yep. My power control line is getting on the wall here. Just work my way back.
Usually these controls, they don't go on and off like that. Either they work or they don't.
Right.
Either because something happens on the circuit board in the back, either it's working or it don't.
Yeah.
As far as it going in and out like that, that's kind of very odd. We put all new connectors on there, good connectors. Everything's tight. Connectors up here. I checked everything's tight. My limit's back to 180. Color back on. Seems to be working. Replace oil pump, replace protector relay, loose wire and control main. Brand new feed wire to burner. You want to leave the stake on, or are you just going to do it with the probes?
If you don't want to spare, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Just charge me for it.
Just left that job. That was a real odd one because I was getting like 120 to the burner circuit, then it would go to 80 and the burner would shut off. Then it would go to 120, then it would go to 90. But when I had my meter on it, it would stay running like. As soon as I pulled I would get to 80 something, you know, 80. It would kind of spit a sputter. It would go to 120. But when I pulled my meter off, the neutral and the feed for the burner through the control, the thing would shut right off. So that's why I finally determined it was probably in that wire going down to them wire connections through that plug on the front of the burner maybe. That one is a tough one. But that homeowner wanted to keep that control because it had the readout on it and it could tell if it lost power, and he's actually a plumber, so he could do some, you know, it is still possible that main control is an issue, but I don't think so. I think it was the wire. So the pump was definitely an issue. We put another pump on there, and I thought it was the protector relay tripping it out, but it was the wiring. So I asked him if he wanted me to put the old control back. He said no, he wanted that control. So I gave him a break. I gave him a break on that two-stage pump too. I gave him a break on it because it was used, you know. He wanted to keep that one. He's had a lot of problems with that. No one could figure out what was going on with it. A whole bunch of guys over there, so he's just glad to get it fixed. Sometimes, you know, you bang your head against, you think it's something and it's not, it's something else. It's all part of working out in the real world. So I'll try to put a video together, see if we could get some kind of footage on that. I was there for what? Almost 4 hours. A long time. Shit happens, Mama. They're not always easy. I told them when I went there the first time, it wasn't acting up when I went there the first time. I said sometimes these problems that, you know, happen once a month, until it starts showing itself up all the time, it's hard to find them. I went in and I put all new connectors and checked all the wiring, made sure everything was connected properly, and we were still losing it somehow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, Molly. I think we got it, though. I think we got it. We had 110 coming into the control. I wasn't losing it there, but I was losing it going to the burner.